Well, we're looking ahead to the Six Nations. I'm sure you're very excited now. I mean, how does it feel heading into the tournament as reigning champions?
I suppose you tend to forget about that because it's about preparation from here on in. I don't think many people care whether you've had 6 months preparation or 5 training sessions, which we've got leading into the game on Friday night to set the Six Nations off in Marseille against France. So it's all about how we get across our work, get down to business again, and making sure that we build on the belief and the confidence that we've had in the past.
Does it feel like quite a settled group? I believe everyone who you've called up to this training squad has been capped already. When you look at maybe other sides, there's more of a I think it's fair to say with this new World Cup cycle, a lot more younger players coming through. Does it feel like this Ireland side is quite settled?
Well, I think what we've done over the last couple of years is brought a lot of players, and a lot of new players, not just young, new players have got a cap or two under the belt. We've also got a few that's under 10 caps, so we've a bit of growing there to do ourselves, but we do that through the experience that we've gained together over the last 4 years, and that's how we keep on growing.
And your captain, in Peter, can you chat to us a bit about your decision in going with him and what you think he brings to this new role?
Well, just being himself is good enough, There's some people that just make a room feel good just by being there, just by being themselves, and I think that's what needs to happen to be authentic, to make sure that you're being yourself and not somebody that you're not, and some people have just got that, and Peter's certainly one of them.
It's a new era for Ireland without Johnny Sexton. I mean, I imagine an impossible man to replace. But how do you go about replacing him?
Well,
I suppose specifically in terms of that number 10 jersey.
Yeah, I mean the lads that are in the squad, the three of them, and obviously Sam Prendergast is coming along with us for 10 days into the training camp before the first game. Those lads have learned off the best. They've been around Johnny, certainly over the last 4 or 5 years. A couple of them they're in the same club as him, and I know that Jack Crowley has been like a sponge with him over the last few years anyway, so his legacy will be passed down, I've no doubt about that. So look, it's obviously going to be difficult to replace a one-in-a-generation type player, but all good things come to an end. He started a new career, and we've got to make sure that we keep improving as a team, and I'm sure he'll be Ireland's biggest number 1 fan on Friday night against France in Marseille.
It's going to open up to the guys here.
Andy, how key is that opening game going to be? Because obviously you beat France here last year to kind of set you up for the Grand Slam. But this time,
yeah, that was the second. That was the second game. This is the first, and it being a home game, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to make sure that we delivered. From what I remember, it was an outstanding game, and wow, they're a fantastic team. How they've grown over the last 4 years, and the type of personnel that they've got and the type of game that they play, etc., is fantastic to see. So, we was lucky enough to get over the line in the second game there. First up on a Friday night in Marseille, he's going to make sure that he concentrates the mind as far as our preparation is concerned, and we'll look forward to seeing how we deal with that.
Is that probably the best way of blowing the cobwebs of the World Cup away? Making sure you're straight back on it, really hard.
He's making sure that you learn, evolve, grow, making sure that everyone's as hungry as they always have been to put that out there on the pitch, and we don't want to stand still. Standing still is going backwards, isn't it? So learning the lessons and moving forward is key for us.
And you think your team will respond well to the World Cup disappointment now in this new cycle, new year?
Oh yeah, again, it is what it is. I mean, we learn the lessons like we always do from a victory or any type of loss. We learn the lessons and make sure that we evolve in as far as doing that. So the next game's there in front of us, Marseille on a Friday night. With the Irish fans travelling and connecting like we know that they will, it's going to be an exciting place to be. Let's put it that way.
And it's the first time we've seen you since Joe Schmidt's been announced as the new Australia coach. Just with your Lions cap on, what do you make of that news? And looking forward to
It's certainly good news for Australia. I mean, he's a fantastic coach, and I heard obviously through the press, etc., that Joe was in the running for it. So they were always going to get the right man, weren't they, to try and rebuild for that Lions tour. And there's no better man.
You think he will get them back on track after this?
I've no doubt. Yeah, knowing Joe, I've no doubt.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
And it's lovely.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Cheers.